Petite Street. Today, of course, we're going to, later on, find out what's in our box. Prior to that, of course, we're going to be looking at what we said we were going to make before, and that's a table for our dining room. And I'm going to also share with you about the advances I've made on the dollhouse. And I know they're small steps, but I get done what I can. So, as I say, welcome to number 1 Petite Street. And we certainly would like you to like us. Also, if you'd like to subscribe, you can indicate that. And our email address, if you'd like to share a comment or find out information about one of the projects we've done, you can reach us at 1 Petite Street, and each first letter is capitalized, at gmail.com. So let's get on with our program today, and at the end of the program we'll share what the project for next week will be. What's in the box? So the project we had for this week was to make a table for our dining room in our dollhouse. And this was one I made before, although I discovered that the cross pieces were broken on it, so I'm going to fix that. But as you can see, it has just a few pieces, and I like that. And you can find this online in a number of different places, although you can just look and maybe make your own measurements and designs. Here's the new one I made for this week, and it is, of course, totally unfinished, but as you can see, it doesn't take that many pieces to make, and I'll show you those pieces right now. First of all, we have the supports for the legs, and then we have those pieces that go between the legs, these pieces right here, and we have these little support pieces here, and of course we have our tabletop. And that's basically all that one has to make it. It's very simple. And yet I think very nice looking. And so that was my project for this week, was to make the table. And there we have it. And when you finish it up, this one needs refinished a little bit, but then you have a very nice dining room table. So you can see our lady of the house is seated at the table, and she is having a cup of tea. There we have it. We've made a table. It's simple, but it will go well, I think, in our dollhouse, in our dining room. So let's go on and look at some of the other things that we're doing. We're still working on the stairs, so let's take a look at that. Well, what I wanted to show you, I'll be off camera, but I wanted to show you what we've done with the stairway. We're getting closer and closer. Next thing we're going to be putting the rails on, but if we move this piece out of the way and bring this out, we can show you that we have put a door in, so we have a little closet underneath the stairway. And I was able to get the hinges off of a inexpensive little box that I had bought a few years ago for the price of $1. And so I've got those hinges on there, and I have that little door. I need to find a doorknob. Then we're going to fasten this here securely, And then we're going to put on our railings so that it's a safe little stairway. So our stairway's coming. It's slow, but it's coming along. And that's a project that we're working on the dollhouse. Probably wondering what we have in the box, which is really going to be our projects for next week. And let me show you what we have. It's very rough because we need to work on it some, but these 3 pieces will be going together to make the chairs that will go around our table. There'll be 4 chairs that will go around our table so that our family in the dollhouse will have a place to sit. And it looks pretty rough, but when we finish up, hopefully we'll have 4 chairs that will have very nice upholstery on them, and they'll look very good. So that's our project for next week. That was what's in the box. Well, I want to thank you for joining me for the program today. We would like to ask you to comment. If you have some ideas that you'd like to share with others, certainly email them to me and I'll share them. We'd certainly like for you to subscribe, and so you can do that easily. And of course, we want you to like us, and then you can email us at onepetitestreet@gmail.com. Any comments you might have, or ideas, suggestions, things that you'd like to share, please feel free to do that. And now, we want to thank you for tuning in and ask you to think big about small things. See you.